So as we know, one of the fastest ways for us to manifest what we want in life is to raise our vibration. And this term is thrown around in the law of attraction community so much, but I believe that the reason why is because it is so vital. It is so key. If we are constantly living in a low vibration, we can manifest certain things that we want, but it's really going to limit us. And not only that, it's going to slow down the process. And one of the reasons why, most likely the key reason why you watch these types of videos is because you're trying to become the director of your own life. You're wanting to get into the driver's seat and start getting in control of the direction of where your life is heading. Because before we learn about all of this, we're sort of living on default, right? So we're reacting to what is happening and we're perpetuating it because we don't know any better. And so as we start to wake up, as we become conscious beings, we step out of the victim mentality and we start to deliberately create our world. And this work is amazing. It's very liberating. At the same time, too, it can be very exhausting if we're trying to do it while moving through a low vibration. So in today's video, I want to talk about one of the key ways that you can actually raise your vibration. Now, before I begin, if you guys are suffering financially, if you feel that you have been trying to bring in financial abundance into your world and you have been hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, okay? I was there. I completely understand this. This is why I created the Clear Your Money Blocks workshop, which is a combination of two things. First, yes, clearing the subconscious blocks, and then two, reprogramming the mind so that you can draw finances in. The reason why this program is great is because it's a workshop, meaning that it is providing you tools that you can work through. I always recommend doing this for at least 30 days. If you can do more, that's amazing. Even when you start to see the financial abundance come in, keep up with these processes. There's also an instructional video on how to master this. For those of you who don't know, I'm a certified EFT practitioner, and I've created 3 specific tapping sessions that you can use within this workshop. So if you're ready to stop doing things the hard way and tap into the abundance frequency instead, the link for the Clear Your Money Blocks workshop will be down below. But let's jump into today's video. So the fastest way to raise your vibration is to release the past, or release the hold that the past has on you. I see this so often in my coaching sessions, and I've worked with you guys for years and years and years. So even before the Divine Program, I did have coaching calls with you guys, and this is something that would come up so much. There's this reluctancy to release the past for whatever reason. I find that many of us are clinging on to what was, when in reality, it really doesn't matter. What was doesn't even exist anymore, except for in our mind. So we hold on to the past in our mind, and thus we create it in our present moment and in our future moments. And this is what messes up our manifestations. This is what messes up us entering into a different vibration or a higher vibration. Because let's say the mind, okay? I'm describing us from the perspective of the mind. So our mind loves to identify itself. And we identify ourselves through our past experiences. And so if I'm carrying around this idea of who I am, it's my identity, right? And someone tells me, let go of it. I want you to right now let go of your identity. I don't want to do it, right? Because then who am I? Who am I without my past? And this is the core of spirituality. And this is why I always say spirituality and manifestation, all of this stuff really relates so much. Because until we're ready to shed the layers of who we are, we can't step into presence, which is who we actually are. So who we are can't really be described by the mind. And in order to enter that state, which is a higher vibration in essence, is we have to be willing to release the stories of the past that we use to define us, right? So maybe the story is, I was bullied in school, right? Maybe the story was, I was broke or I was homeless. And while those are significant, and we shouldn't deny that, and we shouldn't, it's not that we shouldn't take the time to process that. If we continue to define ourselves by that, we perpetuate that outcome and we keep creating it. But not only that, we stay in a low vibration. We stay in the vibration of our past every time we think about it, and every time we remember it, and every time we identify with it. So one of the fastest ways to raise our vibration is to let go of the past. Be willing to drop it. And people say, well, how do I do that? And it's really simple. You just let it go. You choose. It's a choice to just say, I'm going to let this go. I'm going to drop this. And every time your mind wants to go back to the past, you drop back to the present. And this is, again, the core of spirituality. This is why meditation and mindfulness can help us break away from our past identity, because only when we break away from our past identity do we enter a new grid, we enter a new vibrational space that we can then create something new. Because if I keep living in the past in my mind, I'm only going to keep perpetuating that outcome. I'm going to keep creating my past. And I'm going to stay, again, in the vibration of my past. So if you want to raise your vibration, the fastest way is be willing to let go of your past. And not only that, be willing to let go of the identity that is associated with your past. So I hope this video today was helpful for you guys. If it was, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Go down below, subscribe, hit the bell to get my notifications. If you guys are interested in the Clear Your Money Blocks workshop, like I mentioned, or we also have a spiritual toolkit and the Divine Coaching Program, which is a 1-month program working with me. So we get 4 phone calls and you get to chat with me 5 days a week for an entire month, plus all of the courses at Ignite Your Soul Self-Mastery School. So if that's interesting, the link will be down below. But I'm sending you guys absolute love and light, and I'll see you soon. Take care.